2014 Six Nations Championship?
The 2014 Six Nations Championship, known as the 2014 ABS Six Nations because of the tournament sponsorship by the Royal Bank of Scotland, was the 15th series of the Six Nations Championship, the annual Northern Hemisphere Rugby Union Championship. It was contested by England, France, Ireland, Italy, Scotland and Wales. Including the competition's previous incarnations as the Home Nations Championship and Five Nations Championship, it was the 120th edition of the tournament. Going into the final day, 3 teams could have still won the championship: Ireland, England and France. In the final game, Ireland hung on to win against France by just 2 points and secure the championship, on points difference over England. This was their first championship since 2009, and only the 12th title they have won, including predecessor championships. The final game also saw the retirement of Brian O'Driscoll from international rugby, with a record number of 141 international caps, 133 for Ireland, 83 as captain, and 8 for the British and Irish Lions. England won the Triple Crown by beating Wales, Scotland and Ireland. They became the first team to win the Triple Crown while another of the home nations won the championship outright. The 2014 tournament saw 12 players earn their first cap, 3 English, 4 French, 2 Scottish, 1 Irish, 1 Italian and 1 Welsh. Sergio Parris and Martin Castrogiovanni became the most capped Italian players with 105 caps, with Gethin Jenkins earning the same number to become the most capped Welsh player. Italy also broke 2 world records, one for the most tackles in a test match, 208, and one for the most capped starting pack, 587 caps.
Participants.
Original French captain Thierry Dusautois was ruled out of the Six Nations ahead of the tournament due to tearing a tendon in his right bicep. Pape was therefore captain for the tournament. Regular captain Paul O'Connell was ruled out of the opening fixture against Scotland, as he suffered from a chest infection. Jamie Heaslip was captain for the Scotland fixture. Usual captain Sergio Parris was injured for the round 4 clash against Ireland. Marco Bortolami was captain for that match. Original Scottish captain Kelly Brown was dropped in the second and third round, with Laidlaw taking over as captain for rounds 2 and 3. Brown returned as captain for rounds 4 and 5. Regular captain Sam Warburton did not captain Wales in the opening round, as he had not recovered from a shoulder injury. Alun Wyn Jones was captain for that match.
Fixtures.
The 2014 Six Nations Championship saw the return of a Friday night fixture, last seen during the 2011 Six Nations Championship, where Wales faced France in the third week of the championship at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff.
Week 1.
Notes. Marco Bortolami became the 5th Italian player to earn 100 test caps. Angelo Esposito made his international debut for Italy. Italy's starting pack set a new record as the most capped of all time. The pack entered the match with 587 caps, surpassing the previous record of 546 by New Zealand's pack against England on November 16, 2013. Notes. French captain Pascal Pape earned his 50th test cap. Antoine Bourbon and Jules Plisson made their international debuts for France. Luther Burrell and Jack Nowell made their international debuts for England. Notes. Paul O'Connell was named at lock for this match, but was ruled out with a chest infection hours before kick-off. He was replaced by Dan Tuohy. Ireland reclaimed the centenary quait after losing it in 2013. Martin Moore made his international debut for Ireland. Brian O'Driscoll made his 129th appearance for Ireland to surpass Ronan O'Rah as Ireland's most capped player. Rob Kearney earned his 50th test cap.
Week 2.
Notes. Paul James and Lee Halfpenny earned their 50th test caps, with Halfpenny becoming the youngest Welsh player to reach the landmark. Jake Ball made his international debut for Wales. This was Wales' first Six Nations fixture that they have failed to score a try in since their 28-9 loss to France in 2011. Notes. England retained the Calcutta Cup. Chris Fusaro made his international debut for Scotland. This was the first match in which Scotland failed to score any points against England since their 15-0 loss in 1978. Notes: Hugo Bonneville made his international debut for France. France reclaimed the Giuseppe Garibaldi Trophy after losing it in 2013. This was the first Six Nations fixture in which a red card was issued since Scott Murray was sent off when playing for Scotland against Wales in 2006.
Week 3.
Notes: Bryce Mack made his international debut for France. Alun Wyn Jones was named in the Wales starting 15, but was ruled out hours before kick-off due to an injury to his foot. Jake Ball was promoted from the bench, with Andrew Coombs taking his place. Notes: Martin Castrogiovanni and Sergio Paris surpassed Andrea Lo Cicero's 103 caps to become Italy's most capped players with 104 caps. Notes: England retained the Millennium Trophy. Ireland's Brian O'Driscoll drew level with Australia's George Gregan for the most caps in international rugby history, with 139. O'Driscoll has 131 caps with Ireland and 8 with the British and Irish Lions.
Week 4.
Notes: Brian O'Driscoll surpassed Australia's George Gregan for the most caps in international rugby history with 140-132 for Ireland, 8 for the British and Irish Lions. With Sergio Paris unselected for this match, Martin Castrogiovanni became Italy's most capped player with 105 caps. Italy made 208 tackles in this match, an international record. Notes: George Ford made his international debut for England. Wales' Gethin Jenkins drew level with Stephen Jones as the most capped Welsh player with 104 caps. England won the Triple Crown for the first time since 2003.
Week 5.
Notes: George Biaggi made his international debut for Italy. With Martin Castrogiovanni unselected for this match, Sergio Paris joined Castrogiovanni as the most capped Italian rugby player with 105 caps. Notes: This was Scott Johnson's final match in charge of Scotland, before being replaced by Vern Cotter. Gethin Jenkins surpassed Stephen Jones as the most capped Welsh player with 105 caps. This was Wales' biggest winning margin over Scotland. It was previously the 46-22 victory at Murrayfield during the 2005 Six Nations Championship. Stuart Hogg's red card was the third of the 2014 tournament, but only the third since Scott Murray was sent off when playing for Scotland against Wales in 2006. Notes: This was the final Test match for Brian O'Driscoll, who had previously announced his retirement effective at the end of the 2013-14 season.
Media coverage.
In the United Kingdom, every Six Nations match was broadcast live by the BBC, and Wales matches were also broadcast live in Welsh by S4C. In Ireland, every match was broadcast live on RTE. DMAX broadcast the tournament in Italy for the first year of a 4-year contract.